Hello, hello, crafty friends. Stacy here with my Tuesday creative session. And let me tell you, I have a super easy pocket gift card holder for you today. I needed a gift card holder because I am going to celebrate someone's birthday. So I said, you know what? I want to do a pocket card. I haven't done this video in a while. So I said, you know what? Let's do that again. So it will hold cash you can put here, a bill folded, or I have a room key, but this is just like a gift card. So that is your sentiment panel. It goes in this fun pocket here, and then your sentiment pokes out. So this is going to be super easy. The stamp and thin cut that I'm featuring, just minimal, two little die cuts here, and the stamp set is from Balloon Festoon. Let me show you these dies because I was very deceived when I got them. I thought they were around this size. Well, this is amazing for card making and scrapbooking. Look at the size of the balloons. So for this card here, I used the smallest and the next one, right? I'm going to be playing with these for scrapbooking and for card making for a long time. So I think that is a great die set, even if you don't want the stamp set, just to have a really versatile balloon die set. That is definitely one. And here's the stamp set. It has lots of great sentiments. You did it. Enjoy your day. Happy birthday. Let's celebrate. Hip hip hooray. I really like the font in here as well. And then these could be used to create some background stamping or to stamp inside of some of those balloons. So that is the stamp and the thin cut. So let's get to the supplies that we're going to need. Again, just a few pieces of cardstock and one piece of DSP. So this is from the Painted Illusions DSP pack. Okay, I love this this pattern right here. So this is cut at 4 by 12. Okay, and then I have some coordinating cardstock. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. What I don't even remember what color cardstock is this? Hold on. It is Lost Lagoon. Right. I wanted to be sure. Lost Lagoon. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Another piece of Lost Lagoon, 3 1/2 by 5. Then I need a piece of basic white for my stamping layer. And this is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And again, then use your scraps for whatever dies. So I cut my balloons out of silver foil. And then let me show you. So see, you get the strings for the streamers for the balloons, but they're very long, right? So this is great. The die cuts two of them, and you can these are very long, so this is what's great about it. So you can use it for scrapbooking. But I had a little strip of glitter, scrap of glitter paper, and I don't need my strings very long. So I just had a piece of scrap and laid it on top. So I only had it up to like here, but I want to show you how long the strings go. So I think, again, this is a great balloon set for lots of reasons. Okay. Let me zoom back out here. I went over all the pieces. So because there's only a few pieces to this card, I really didn't create a tutorial for you. You can just go back and yeah, you can just go back and I'll go over them again one more time. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your DSP, and this is cut at 4 by 12, and you're going to cut off 1 1/2 here. Now, if you're using any type of pattern paper that has a certain direction, I just want you to be mindful of your direction, because when you fold your paper, if it has to be a certain way, make sure you cut it first properly. So this is the way I want this design facing up. the biggest part of my card. So I want my inside to flap is going to be the flap. Okay. So what you want to do now is you want to save this. This is what's going to make our pocket, but you just need to score. We have to make 2 score lines. So I'm just going to come in with a score, excuse me, my scoreboard. And now so the design, the pattern that you want to show, you want facing up, and you're going to score into that side. Okay. So I am going to score this. We're going to make 2 score marks at 1 1/4 and 5 1/4. So 1 1/4 and then 5 1/4. Okay. That's it. Again, very simple directions. All right. Now I love the 1/8 inch tear and tape. If I can find mine. Here it is. Okay. This is amazing. I use this for any type of gift card holders. I get this on Amazon. It's 1/8 inch tear and tape. Okay. So here's my 1 1/4. I want to fold that, and then you're going to fold this way. So that's why you want to be mindful, because my inside of my cardstock, my DSP, is what's going to be showing when I flap down. But I wanted this side to show. All right, so all we're going to do now is I'm going to take my tear and tape, or whatever you have for some strong tape, some strong adhesive. And I just love this because I could just pull a long piece of this and literally just tear it. So I'm going to put 2 pieces over my flap. And then for the inside here, this piece, I'm going to put right at the edge there and right at the edge there. This is going to be for my inside pocket. Okay, and that almost made it right to the edge there. And then we need another piece. All right. And right along the edge. Okay. So now I am going to take my tool and I'm just going to burnish that down so it's nice and flat. And now I am just going to adhere this flap down. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that's lined up. Actually, I'm going to open this because I want to make sure I'm properly lined up. And then I'm going to tear that down. Perfect. Okay, and now we're going to remove these side tabs and close this pocket. Perfect. Okay. All right. So now we've made our pocket. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do some stamping right now. So I'm going to use that happy birthday, and I'm going to stamp this using my Versamark. I'm first going to take my embossing buddy, and I'm going to just rub some powder right there because I'm going to use silver embossing powder. I'm going to just juice up my happy birthday really well. I'm just going to bring that down to me so I can see right up at the top. I want to stay right to the top. I feel like I moved, but we'll see. It's hard when I can't put it right underneath and look at it. And now I'm going to sprinkle. Y'all know I love to heat emboss. There's just techniques that I love to just do all the time in card making, and heat embossing was definitely one of them. Ink blending is definitely one of them, and heat embossing faves of mine. Okay, and then I just like to easily pat. I'm gonna just get this out of the way. This is why I like to use the coffee filters, because it's easy to just put that back in there, and then I whip it a little bit in my garbage and get the remaining off. Okay. So now I have my heat done over here, and we're going to heat this up. You can fast forward in the video. But I love to watch the magic happen in real time. Okay. I think I did push a little too hard, but that's okay. All right. Now you're going to take your that piece that you cut off, right? I'm going to use this side. So what you want to do now is you want to get another piece of tear and tape and put it just along the one edge, the bottom edge, we're going to call it. Okay. So along the bottom edge. Then remove the backing, and you are going to place this right along the bottom, and it's going to overhang, right? That's totally okay because you're going to turn it over, and then you're just going to fold this down right there. Fold this side over right like that. Burnish those two sides down. All right, I'm going to use liquid glue for this one. And I am going to just cover the back here. Am I running out? All right, I have backup on hand. Oh, there we go. I always have backup of adhesives. I have so many tape runners. I have multiple favorites, right? Of everything. And that's what I have on my desk of liquid glue. All right. So this, you're now going to back against your coordinating cardstock, which is 3.5 by 5. And I want to use the liquid glue just in case I need to move it around a smidge. I have. Good. Okay. Perfect. I'm just going to turn it over. And I like to do this, burnish it with my hands. Okay. So that I don't mess up anything. All right. So there's my pocket. We are moving right along, right? It's getting in there and it's a little tight, and that's okay. I like it to be a little tight. And then as you in and out more with your card, that will loosen up. Okay, so there we have that. Now we need to put some ribbon around here. Here's my example, right? We've got to do some ribbon now. So I have what kind was a silver and white ribbon. All right, I'm going to pull a lot out. I am terrible with ribbon. Terrible, terrible, terrible with making bows. So we can do a knot. You can do whatever you want. So I'm kind of just lining this up to see how much I need. All right, that might be good. I'm just trying to. Okay, that looks about good. All right, I'm just going to cut this. I waste so much ribbon, but that's totally okay. Don't worry about me. You do you. Okay. So I'm saying right about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some adhesive right on just this strip right here, just to line it up where I need it. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to take it off. There. See what I did? I just like put some there to lift it up. So now I can have free hands and make a knot. Okay, but first I'm going to now, I want to adhere this down to the back there. So let's get, either use your liquid glue, whatever you want to use. Just adhere this. Let's get some adhesive. And this is 4¼ by 5½. So that basically is your card base. You want to just line that up. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. So now you can make a knot, a bow, whatever you want to do. I'm going to attempt to do a bow. So what I like to do is in the middle there, I want to put a little adhesive down, right? Just to kind of like hold that for me if it sticks. Let's see if that works. Yeah. See, just like that, to give me a second to make my bunny ears. Perfect. And then you just start zhuzhing and maneuvering your bow. They need smaller loops. Perfect. I think that came out perfect. Cut some tails. Okay, great. So there's my bow. All right, this side is a little big. Okay. Just angle this one again because okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, let me zoom out just a little bit. Sorry about my messy desk here. All right, so we are doing good. So now here's our card. Let me pull out my gift card so you can see that it totally fits in there and freely moves, right? So now that's pretty much all it is. You now just go ahead and create your background. So like I said, I'm just featuring this balloon festoon here. So all I want to do is just straight down to my paper, put this balloon a little off centered, and then I'm going to come in with one of those streamers, banners, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to get some adhesive on the back. And I just put it right there and go down. This is why I said I don't need a lot of it. Now I'm just going to turn, where's my other scissors? I'm going to turn my card and just run the tip of my scissor just to even that off perfectly. Okay, so this balloon right here, I want to put some dimension, some foam dimension on that one. So I'm just going to put some here. And I'm going to get the streamer on this one because I want them to line up. See how I have this one, they kind of meet there? That's what I want to do for this one as well. Okay, so I'm going to get that one all ready and line it up just about there. And then do the same thing. Sweet. Okay. So now you can add some gems if you want to this, but I don't think I need to. But there you have it. Super, super easy pocket fun fold. All you need is one piece of DSP. Let's go through it again because I didn't create a tutorial. It's super easy. Your DSP is 4 by 12. You're going to cut off a piece of 1½ at the end. That's going to create that little pocket for your inside card there. You're going to score at 1¼ and 5¼ to create your pocket. Your coordinating pieces, this back piece here is 4¼ by 5½. The back panel that your sentiment sits on here, this one is 3½ by 5, and then your basic white sentiment is 3¼ by 4¾ So this is a super easy project, very easy to replicate, very easy for beginner crafters or super experienced crafters to just wow it up and add lots of die cuts. But let me tell you, I'm a simple crafter that just likes to make a wow and pop with some cards, but I do not do anything that you cannot do if you are new to crafting. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for hanging out with me. Give my video a thumbs up or please comment. I love to meet new people and see where you're watching from. And definitely subscribe and follow along so you get more of my tutorials. All right, now have a great rest of your crafty day. Take care.